Okay guys, I'm making this another cold guitar lesson for one reason. Where's my phone at? When I did the lesson last time, I noticed I should have used this guitar because my other guitar does not have fret markers on it, so I know it's kind of hard to see unless you just know everything, but it's kind of hard to know. Let me see if I even did that. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did it. This is going to be the last time I do this song. But yeah, I did it with my other guitar, which you can't see. This guitar was in standard, E standard, but now I put it in drop D. Anyways, I use this guitar, like I said, so y'all can see the fret markers on it. Now my guitar might sound intonated or not intonated. I was just messing with it again because, believe it or not, it's been unintonated for like 3 years. It's just a few of the strings sound great. Some of them don't. They're cold. For some reason, it still sounds good, so I'm gonna just do cold. Alright. This song is very easy, like I said before. It really is. Now, another thing that might help, using a certain pick, I don't think that really matters too much, but it's really your preference anyway. So, basically, I don't know, I might put it in drop D with the pedal real quick just to see how it sounds. Okay, that's basically my pedal that I use to drop tune it. And if I turn it off, this is what it sounds. This is how it's supposed to really sound. Just like that. Basically just like that. So basically guitars in drop D because you can hear that note ringing out. You know that's a D note. There's also another way to play a D note. I think it's right here. That's the main part of the song to get down, believe it or not, is the picking part, the strumming part. So one more time, and I'm going to go into the next section. So basically, it starts like this. So it's 1, 2. Watch, pay attention to how I do this. One more time, it's just like this. If you can't follow along, I'm sorry, but I'm really trying to help people. So it starts like this. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm not hitting none of the bottom string. I'm basically just hitting the A string, and the D string. So those 3 strings. And then after you go, ring out for a second. I'm gonna just use this setting. This bottom. Finger across, and you get this cool add 9 chord. All together is what it sounds like so far. Then when you go to that last tone, you mute it and you go. Like I said, you can do this in E standard. Long as you go to E standard, all the way up here. I'm not in E standard, so I'm in drop D. Okay, so basically, after you do that, you go. So I'm basically on the 8th fret. Yeah, I think I'm on the 8th fret. The 8th fret, and this is the 12th fret. So I'm on the 8th fret. Move my middle finger so you can see. Right there. What I like to do is I like to cross my finger over. And then there's a quick little part that happens right here. You go. Like you go. Move over to these 2 frets. This fret right here. This fret right here. You don't even have to use your middle finger at all. Just go. Sounds better. You can do it out. The best way to figure out how to do these notes is to play a power chord. So basically, I mean, I know y'all know how to play power chords, I'm sure you do. You take your ring finger, put it on the D string, take your index finger, put it on the A string, and then this is literally all you do to get the add 9 chord that I was just playing. You take your index finger and move it to the E string, even though I'm in drop D, that's what I call it. And then you go. And after that, you go. And then after that, it changes up. I think this is the. Forgive me for not knowing this, but I think this is the 12th fret, if I'm correct. So then, you take this finger, bar it across these 3 strings. Same thing, this time you're going to use your pinky. This is going to be the challenge for some people. Some people might pick up on it. Basically, you bar this finger across the D string, the A string, and the D string. And you take your middle finger, put it on the D string that's in the middle. Take your ring finger, put it on the D string in the middle, and then get ready to use that pinky. So basically, it comes in like this. This is not really that hard. You just basically let the string ring out underneath. You're going. And when I mean strings, I don't mean the E string, the B string, and the G string. I mean the D string, the A string, and the D string. Basically playing this. Probably the easiest part of the song. You're just building up for the chorus to start. You're basically just palm reading exactly what I just showed you. You take your, like I said, your ring finger on the D string, middle finger on the D string, index finger, bar across the 3 low strings. and then you're not doing that no more. You're palm muting instead. But when you're palm muting, you're kind of letting the strings ring out a little bit. Then after that, the chorus starts. The chorus starts. I'm not gonna lie, that part is gonna take some getting used to. I'm not gonna lie about that one. So you basically start on the 3rd fret. Just because that's the way I usually play it. You don't have to, but I feel like it's better to catch that low D string because it's kind of hard to sometimes hear it. You don't hit it right. So it starts off like this, the chorus. Shift up just a little bit, then take a ring finger, put it on the 8th fret or the 12th fret on the D string. Middle finger always on the D string. Index finger on the D string too. But then you gotta use your pinky as well after. The hard part of this is trying to get these strings as you're hammering and pulling off. It takes some time to get used to. So then you go. This time you don't go right here because it doesn't even sound right. So it's like stretch it over the whole fret. So the chorus is like this. Then once you get all that, the clean part kicks in. I mean, it's the easiest part of the song. Then we're going to get into the solo. I try my best to explain it. I do know how to do it, but it's kind of hard for me to explain solos. It's kind of hard for me to explain just the rhythm and all the other little nuances in the song. Alright, so basically it's literally the same thing. Have to do that with your fingers on the D. You don't have to have your middle finger, but it kind of helps to keep it going. So the clean part is basically this. Then the solo kicks in. You don't have to use a wah pedal if you don't want to, but it kind of adds to the song. I'm gonna do it without the wah and show you basically. The reason I use this guitar mainly for the solo, so y'all can see where my fingers are, what placement, so you can see the inlays of the fretboard. My other guitar unfortunately doesn't have that, so that's kind of why I'm doing this again for y'all, not for me. Alright, so basically basically, I'm gonna try to slow that down a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing. It's basically the same thing, but I'm gonna do it with the wah this time. So basically, it's pretty easy. I know it looks hard, but I promise it's not really that hard. Let me turn that feedback down. Then it starts with the octaves. You basically just press the wah pedal up and down like this. Then you do a little legato lick. I just do this. So basically, the solo starts off again, like I showed you. Solo is the easiest part. Remember, it's always on the G string, the bends and stuff. So, take this finger, that twice, and go. Put these two fingers on the G string, both of them. Bend them up. Bend them down. Hit this note again. So it's like this. That's basically how you play cold. I'm sorry if my guitar was kind of unintonated, but I did this so you guys could see like what I was doing. Alright. I apologize for the video being so long, but hopefully this will help.